let's take a look at some of the most uncommon supercars inside of Southwest Florida. It's a high likelihood that you don't see any of these vehicles that often. Just before we begin, be sure to join my Discord server. It's linked down below in the description. With the first car being the Spania GTA Spano. This is unarguably one of the most unpopular supercars inside the game. This insane beast of a vehicle is actually pretty unpopular inside this game, and well, I think I know the reason for it. Now, me personally, I do like the looks of this car, but I think one of the reasons why people may not want this car is for the fact that it's not the best looking. I mean, I kind of do like this car, you know, it looks really good, but I think another factor that kind of contributes to its unpopularity is its price, because this thing is going to cost you $1.6 million. This thing is pretty expensive, and you're probably wondering if it's even worth that price. Well, here's the top speed test. Acceleration is pretty decent. 0 to 100 was pretty quick, but at 190 miles per hour, we are actually decelerating. I think it's actually topped out right now. This thing is not that fast. I mean, one thing is for sure, this thing definitely sounds good. That V10 could definitely make a sound, but this car just isn't that fast. There is much better cars that you can buy that are like way cheaper than this thing, so I can see why this thing is pretty uncommon. But at the number 2 spot, we have the McLaren GT, one of the most unpopular McLarens and one of the most unpopular cars inside the game. This car is pretty uncommon if you ask me. Like, I rarely see this thing on the streets. Now, if I'm being honest, for a McLaren, this thing doesn't look horrible, you know what I mean? But compared to the other McLarens, yeah. If I'm being real, with the other McLarens in this game, I don't see this car being bought a whole lot, alright? I don't see this car being bought by a bunch of people. I feel really mean saying that, I'm not gonna lie. The GT is actually pretty cool, one of my favorite cars of all time, but compared to the other McLarens in this game, it's definitely not the best, alright? It's still a cool car, you know what I mean? But at the number 3 spot, we have the Ferrari Pista. It's actually one of the oldest models in this game, and for how long this car has been in the game, I have not seen many people drive this thing. Like, this car is very uncommon, and I have no clue why. I mean, this thing looks absolutely amazing if you ask me. Now, the speed though is, yeah, it's definitely not the fastest, but it's still a good car in my honest opinion. It is such a good looking car in my honest opinion. Look at this thing, it looks absolutely amazing, man. But at the number 4 spot, got the Porsche 911 GT2 RS 997, a very unpopular supercar inside the game. First of all, take a listen to it. This car actually has a speed to it as well, 200 miles per hour on the speeder. That's actually incredible. Don't get me wrong, this thing is absolutely amazing, but I think the reason that this vehicle isn't that popular is its price. Yeah, look at that. That is insane. The 997 is cool, but you can get a way better car for a way cheaper price, so it's still a pretty damn cool car, you know what I mean? But at the number 5 spot, we got the McLaren 765 LT, which is quite literally my favorite car inside the game, but who cares? This thing is very unpopular. Now, would that narrative change if this vehicle was not limited? That's probably a yes, but still, this vehicle is very uncommon. I do not see this vehicle that often if you ask me. Easily one of the best looking cars inside this game. I mean, look at how beautiful this thing looks. Look at the quadruple exhaust right there. That's crazy. Like, this car just looks aggressive, man. But this thing is a limited. It costed around like 600k, I believe. Forgot. But still, very unpopular car. But at the number 6 spot, we have the Noble M600. Easily one of the game's most uncommon and most underrated vehicles inside the game. Now, for starters, I can already see why people may not like this car. I don't think many people will find this vehicle very attractive, alright? But bro, the sound on this car is actually insane. Take a listen. It genuinely sounds insane, bro. And the speed is actually insane as well, bro. Look at that, 210 miles per hour right there. That's crazy. And the craziest thing is, you get all that for just $190,000. It is literally such a great car. It definitely does not have the best looks. I will say that, I'll be honest. But the speed and the sound of this thing, absolutely amazing. But at the number 7 spot, we got the Roof CTR3. I'm gonna just get straight to the chase. The performance on this car is just insane, man. 0 to 100 was absolutely amazing. That's 200 miles per hour already, 210 already, and there goes 220 and 225. Yep. And this vehicle is literally bone stock, bro. As you can see, 0 upgrades were made to this thing. So yeah, this vehicle is definitely pretty crazy. Now, I will not inform you, this thing definitely costs a bag, alright? It is definitely up there in the numbers. But for how good this car is, it is pretty uncommon. Now, the price, yeah, it's a little high, I won't lie. I definitely would not like to. But still, excellent car. I'd highly recommend buying it. But at the number 8 spot, we got the Aston Martin V12 Vantage. If I'm being real, the whole entire Aston Martin catalog in this game is very unpopular. Aston Martins in this game do not get that much love, I'm not gonna lie to you. Aston Martins are pretty cool cars, man, you know what I mean? They sound good, they look good. The performance definitely is not the best, but these cars are still absolutely amazing. I mean, look at the way this thing looks, it just looks amazing. Here's how the V12 sounds. Yeah, it sounds absolutely amazing, man. Definitely a car that I highly recommend for anyone that likes cruising in this game. Now, speaking of cruisers, here are 12 cars you must drive instead of Southwest Florida.